Alright guys, next video, so I'm talking to the athletes out here, okay? So basically the reason why, like, I'm calling athletes out for, like, if you want to run, so I've been posting on Facebook, like, you want to run faster, you want to sprint faster. Most sports, acceleration is king, speed is king, being explosive is king, okay? Now having the ability to do that over and over again is king too as well. And that's a subject for a different time. But being able to explode and accelerate when you need to, and I don't really care what sport, you have to do that, and you have to do that in pretty much all sports. And if you can't accelerate at that if you can't accelerate and explode at the moment because you're weak or you're immobile, all right, you might cost your team. You might cost your team a game, or you might just say you'll lose a fight. Maybe it's a one-on-one sport. So, two things I want to talk to you guys about is basically the power. Like when you run fast, that's your glutes. When you're sprinting, that runs fast. When you explode off the line, that's usually your glutes. Your glutes will power that. Now, if your glutes are too weak, okay, because all you're doing is doing squats and lunges and deadlifts, and your legs are getting jacked, but your glutes, the exercise that's the prime mover to produce those movements, are weak, you're not going to be as strong as you want. And if you're a true athlete, if you're a true athlete and you care about being the best and doing the best you possibly can, this is something that you really want to pay attention to. And the second thing I'm going to talk about today with athletes is basically, if you're say you have really strong glutes, strong legs, but your mobility sucks and you can't fully get into certain movements, you cannot use that power and strength in the gym. So if your hips are tight, if your ankles are too tight, you can't externally or internally rotate your hip as much as you should, you're not going to produce the power that you actually have, but you can't produce it because you don't have the mobility, okay? You can't produce the movement that lets you use that, okay? So definitely, if you're an athlete who's serious about taking the game to the next level, definitely pay attention to some of these glute videos.